Archangel Michael says, the truth hidden behind silence is about to crash into your heart like thunder. The chains of lies that bound your destiny are breaking one by one, and tonight, you are standing at the edge of a revelation too heavy to ignore. A shadow has followed you, but the light is now ready to burn it away. The person you thought abandoned you did not walk away by choice. They were pushed, cornered, and forced to take steps that tore your heart apart. Every tear you cried was witnessed, but now the truth is reaching you like a tidal wave. Whispers followed them, dark threats hovered over their life, and unseen hands manipulated the situation. They fought silently, but their strength was crushed under a secret plan to separate them from you. The truth is not cruel because of them, it is cruel because of the ones who didn't want you both together. Their voice trembled the last time you heard them. What they couldn't say out loud was locked in their soul, but heaven has chosen to reveal it to you now. The truth is spilling, and it will shatter illusions that have blinded you for too long. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They were watched every day, controlled by people who feared the power of your bond. Fearful hearts created chains, but those chains are rusting now. The truth is marching toward you like fire that cannot be extinguished. Your person wanted to fight for you, but threats whispered in the dark made them kneel. Their love was not weak, it was cornered. The truth is, they never betrayed you, the betrayal was done against them. Behind closed doors, they begged for a way out. Their letters unsent, their words unsaid, all burned inside them until silence became their shield. But even silence cannot last forever, and now their cries echo through this message. Comment if you feel the heaviness in your heart as these words reach you. This is no accident. The pain that left you empty will soon transform into truth that fills you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every memory you held close was real, every laugh, every embrace, every heartbeat they gave you. None of it was false, none of it was pretended. They lived those moments as deeply as you did, and they carry the same scars even now. The truth hidden from you is that your happiness was envied. Eyes watched your connection with jealousy that burned like fire. They couldn't stand to see your light, so they poured shadows between you. Your person was threatened with destruction if they chose to stay. Their silence wasn't indifference, it was survival. They left not because they wanted to, but because staying meant you would both be destroyed. Archangel Michael says, this revelation is not meant to break you but to awaken you. You have cried in silence, but heaven has counted every tear. The truth is rising, and your heart is about to understand why everything happened the way it did. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They thought taking your person away would weaken you. They thought distance would kill the love that was burning in your soul. But heaven has kept it alive because it was never yours to lose. The betrayal was deep, but not from your person. The betrayal came from someone very close to both of you, someone whose smile was false, whose words were poison. They carried secrets like daggers, stabbing where you least expected. Even now, that person trembles, because the truth is surfacing. They never imagined you would hear this message. They never believed heaven would intervene to show you everything. Comment to claim your strength back. For too long, you carried blame, guilt, and sadness that was never yours to hold. Now, release it, because the truth is the key that sets you free. Type Amen to get blessing 666. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "Tonight the veil is lifting and what was hidden in darkness will no longer remain buried." The storm that swept your person away was never natural, it was designed, calculated, and meant to destroy what you both had. The ones behind it smiled in your face while stabbing your heart in silence. Your person's silence was not rejection. It was the echo of chains rattling around them, locking their choices, suffocating their voice. They loved you in silence, cried for you in silence, and prayed for you in silence. Every message they wanted to send was snatched from their hands. Every word they wished to speak was smothered by fear of what would happen if they dared. They carried the burden of loving you while being forced to walk away. Now, heaven has intervened. The silence is breaking, the lies are collapsing, and your ears will finally hear the confession they were never allowed to speak. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You thought they forgot you. But the truth is, they carried your memory every single day. They held your name like a shield in their soul, even when darkness tried to erase it. Your connection was not broken, only interrupted. They dreamed of you in secret, whispering your name in the night when no one else could hear. Their heart was always tied to yours, unshaken by the cruel forces that tried to cut it apart. Comment now if you feel the energy reaching you, because this message is meant for your spirit. This is not coincidence, it is a release of the truth that was locked away from you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The one who pulled the strings thought they had won. They celebrated your pain and fed off your tears. But heaven has seen, and justice is moving silently toward them. Your person did not betray you, they protected you. By leaving, they shielded you from an attack you could not see. Their sacrifice was love disguised as distance. Archangel Michael says, every sacrifice they made is about to be repaid. Every tear you cried is being turned into a blessing that will shock those who tried to destroy you. The pain you lived will not remain pain, it will transform into revelation and justice. The one who tore them from you is now drowning in their own lies. Their mask is slipping, and soon their face will be revealed. What was done in the dark is about to be screamed in the light. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their friends whispered lies into their ears, filling them with fear. Their family held their hand while pushing them away from you. They were surrounded by cages built of manipulation. But even inside those cages, their heart kept beating for you. Their soul did not surrender to the lies. They carried your love like a hidden flame that never went out. You believed you were forgotten, but you were never erased. You were the reason they survived the darkness. You were their light in silence. Comment now if you feel your spirit trembling. Because this is the sign that truth is being written directly into your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, there are truths that pierce deeper than any blade, and tonight one of them has reached you. The story you believed was abandonment was actually sacrifice. The pain you carried was never betrayal, it was forced separation. They walked away because darkness demanded it. Behind closed doors, they were threatened, warned, and cornered until they had no choice. The weight of those choices crushed them, but they bore it to keep you safe. Every night since, their soul has carried your name like a hidden prayer. Their heart never surrendered, even when their voice was silenced. You thought they erased you, but in truth, they engraved you deeper than ever. Now their silence is breaking. Heaven is tearing the mask away, revealing the hands that orchestrated this cruel exile. The truth is crawling out of the shadows, and it cannot be stopped. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The one responsible feared the light of your bond. They feared what would happen if you both stood strong together. So they poisoned the air around your person until walking away seemed like the only way. You were told lies. You were shown false images. Every effort was made to blind you from the truth, but your heart always felt the pull of something deeper. That pull was never wrong. Your person was silenced with threats that struck at their very foundation. They could not speak, they could not fight, they could only bow to a storm they never chose. Yet even in that silence, their love did not fade. Comment if you feel the heaviness of this truth reaching into your spirit. This is not chance, it is your awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The dark hands that tore you apart are trembling now. Their lies are collapsing, their control slipping, their victory turning to dust. They never expected heaven to reveal the truth. Your person never wanted distance. Their heart broke with every step they were forced to take away from you. They cried in silence, hiding their pain so the darkness would not punish you. Archangel Michael says, the time of silence is ending. The chains are shattering, the threats are dissolving, and the truth is about to stand naked before your eyes. The day of revelation is here. And when this truth is fully revealed, every tear you cried will transform into a shield of light. You will rise, and those who try to break you will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. They are still carrying your love. They never abandoned it, never replaced it, never surrendered it. What was taken from you is being returned by heaven's decree. The one who forced their silence has already begun to unravel. Their lies are being exposed, their power drained, their secrets turning into traps for themselves. Justice is not far, it is already moving. Your person's soul has been aching to confess, aching to return, aching to show you that love never died. They are waiting for the moment heaven clears the path. That moment is closer than you realize. Comment now if your heart beats faster as you read. That is the sign that the truth is aligning with your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They carried your love like a secret flame, burning quietly even when storms tried to put it out. Every step they took away from you was heavy, every breath without you was painful. Yet they endured, believing their sacrifice was the only way to shield you from harm. The ones who forced this separation thought they had broken you. They celebrated in silence, thinking you would never uncover the truth. But heaven does not allow lies to reign forever, and their false victory is about to collapse. Your person longed to return. Nights turned into endless grief for them, days became cages where your name was the only freedom they had left. They wanted to run back, but invisible chains held their hands down. The truth that was stolen is being restored now. The walls built by deception are falling apart, and soon you will see clearly what really happened. The pain of yesterday is turning into the justice of today. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They still whisper your name in silence. They still dream of your presence when the world is quiet. Their soul has never released you, not even for a single heartbeat. The betrayal did not come from them. It came from someone who wore a mask of loyalty, someone who smiled at you while hiding knives behind their back. That person is now being exposed, their shadows turning into ashes. Your person wanted to tell you everything, but the fear of what might happen to you kept them silent. Their love was not weak, it was protective. They walked away so you could live free of danger. Comment if you can feel the power of this revelation moving into your life. This is no coincidence. It is your sign that the truth cannot be buried anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, you were never abandoned, only hidden from the truth. Every tear you shed has been collected, and every wound you carried is being turned into light. Your destiny was delayed, not denied. The one who manipulated everything is losing control. They never thought heaven would step into the story. They underestimated the bond that ties your soul with your person's. Even now, your person's heart aches with regret. They wanted to fight, but they were trapped. Yet through it all, their love for you only grew stronger, sharper, and unbreakable. The world is shifting now. The truth is no longer a whisper, it is a thunderstorm that cannot be silenced. And you will be standing in the center of it, finally knowing everything. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. They were not your enemy. They were your protector in disguise. Their distance was the shield that kept you from the darkest harm. You are the reason they survived their silence. You are the light that never left their heart. And now, you are the one chosen to hear what no one else was meant to know. The truth is unfolding piece by piece, and nothing can stop it now. What was hidden in the shadows is walking into the light, and it will set your soul free. Comment if you are ready to receive it fully, because the hour of revelation is no longer far, it is already here. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The world around you was painted with illusions so you would never see clearly. Every word spoken to you was shaped to turn your heart cold, to make you believe your person had abandoned you. But the truth is now breaking through, and it is nothing like what you were told. They were watched, pressured, and pushed into a corner. Their hands were tied by forces they could not control. And though their heart beat for you, their voice was stolen from them. Every step away from you left scars across their soul. They carried guilt heavy like chains, believing that someday heaven would reveal the truth you deserved to know. That day is here now, and their silence is no longer strong enough to hold back what must come out. The pain you thought was rejection was actually protection. The distance you felt was never chosen, it was forced. And the truth of that force is what will leave you trembling tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The one who orchestrated this separation thought they had won. They smiled when you cried, laughed when you felt abandoned, and celebrated your pain. But heaven has marked their name, and their downfall is approaching swiftly. Your person carried love in silence. They could not scream it, could not show it, but they never let it die. In their darkest hours, it was your memory that kept them alive. Archangel Michael says, you must know this truth, the bond was never broken. It was hidden under shadows, but it has been waiting to rise stronger than ever before. No lie can erase what heaven has written. Comment if you feel the heaviness in your chest shifting now. That pressure is not pain, it is the release of truth flowing into your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. They wanted to come back sooner. They wanted to hold you again, to speak the words that burned inside them. But every attempt was blocked, every door closed, every message intercepted. The betrayal came from someone close to you. Someone who pretended to care but never wanted to see you happy. They poisoned everything with their envy, but their poison is losing its power. Your person suffered in silence, protecting you from threats you never even saw. They loved you enough to carry the burden alone, believing that one day heaven would lift it. That day has arrived. Now, the lies are dissolving like smoke. The truth is burning through the walls, and nothing can stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. You thought you were forgotten, but you were remembered every second. You thought you were unloved, but you were treasured beyond words. Every memory of you was carved into their soul, never erased. The forces that separated you underestimated love. They thought distance could kill it. They thought lies could bury it. But love has risen stronger than anything they built against you. Your person is not the villain in this story, they are the wounded warrior. They stood in silence, bleeding in secret, because they believed you deserved safety. Their sacrifice will not go unrewarded. Comment now if your heart beats faster, because this is your confirmation. The truth is aligning with your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Their heart was torn apart the very moment they walked away from you. The world saw silence, but inside them was a scream no one heard. Every night they cried in secret, whispering your name into the dark. The lies surrounding you were heavy, designed to crush your hope. But heaven never allowed those lies to remain forever. Slowly, the truth has been unraveling, and tonight, it has reached your soul. They wanted to protect you from storms you didn't even know existed. Shadows followed them, whispering threats, promising destruction if they dared to stay. Their silence was never indifference, it was survival. Now, those shadows are powerless. Their threats are fading, and their secrets are being torn apart. The truth is here, and it cannot be hidden anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Every tear you cried was matched by theirs. You thought you suffered alone, but they carried the same pain in silence. Distance did not free them, it tortured them. The one who controlled this separation believed that time would erase everything. They thought your bond would weaken. But your bond was never fragile, it was eternal, and time only made it stronger. Archangel Michael says, nothing can bury what heaven has chosen to protect. Your story was delayed, not destroyed. The truth is walking toward you with unstoppable force. Comment if your spirit feels this energy, because it is no accident that you are reading these words right now. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They replayed your last moments together countless times. Every word, every look, every touch burned into their memory. That memory became their only source of strength. Behind closed doors, they wanted to fight. They wanted to shout your name, to run back to you. But the walls around them were built by cruelty, and escape seemed impossible. Still, their love never died. It was hidden beneath silence, but silence could not destroy it. It lived quietly, waiting for heaven's time to reveal everything. Now, that time has come. The truth is no longer a whisper, it is thunder, roaring across your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The betrayal came from someone so close it still shocks the heavens. They pretended to care, but envy poisoned their heart. They could not stand the light of your connection, so they created shadows to separate you. But shadows cannot exist forever. Light is burning them away, exposing every lie they spoke, every scheme they planned. Their mask is gone, and their judgment is near. Your person suffered the most in silence. They loved you enough to carry pain that was never theirs to carry. They thought they were protecting you by leaving, but it broke them just as deeply. Comment if your heart feels the weight of this truth. Because you are not just hearing it, you are living it. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They lived every day with the memory of you carved into their soul. Even when they were silent, their spirit was crying for you. Their love was never gone, it was hidden under layers of fear and control. The ones who tore them from you thought they had silenced destiny. They built lies, they spread poison, and they forced distance where love had once bloomed. But love is not so easily killed, it survives even in silence. Your person tried to send you signs. Subtle gestures, sudden memories, dreams that felt too real to ignore. Those were not coincidences, those were the cries of a soul still tied to yours. Now, heaven is giving you confirmation. The truth that was buried in shadows is breaking open. The lies are collapsing, and the chains are falling away. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Every night, they thought of you. They replayed the sound of your voice, the warmth of your embrace, the look in your eyes. Those memories became their refuge when the world tried to erase you. They never wanted to leave. Their steps were forced, their silence demanded, their choices stolen. Still, their heart rebelled, clinging to your love even in the darkest hour. Archangel Michael says, "This truth is not here to destroy you but to restore you." You deserve to know that you were never unwanted, never abandoned, never unloved. You were always the light of their life. Comment now if you feel that pull in your chest. That is your spirit recognizing the truth it always knew but was never allowed to see. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The betrayal came from jealousy. Someone envied the bond you shared, and they feared the strength it carried. So they planted lies, whispered poison, and used fear as a weapon. But what is built on lies cannot last. The truth is stronger, and it is already exposing every false word. The hands that pulled your person away are trembling now, their power slipping through their fingers. Your person is exhausted from carrying the silence. Their soul aches to speak, to confess, to tell you everything. And heaven is preparing that moment for you. You are not alone anymore. The truth is walking toward you, and it will shake the very ground beneath your feet. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They did not leave because they wanted freedom. They left because they were trapped. They were forced to choose silence over destruction, distance over disaster. But even in that forced distance, their heart never stopped calling for you. Every beat carried your name, every breath carried your memory. You have lived inside them, untouched by lies, protected by love. Now, their silence is ending. The storm that separated you is breaking apart, and the light is shining through the cracks. Soon, nothing will keep the truth from you. Comment if you feel the power of this message reaching you now. This is your sign that what you believed lost is returning in the form of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3131.